Family and friends paid tribute today to Olorato Mongale during a memorial service held in her honor in her hometown in Bloemfontein. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi attended the memorial service and joins us now live for an update. It would have been, I would imagine, Linda, a somber moment.
Absolutely, Bravi. It was indeed a somber occasion, really, with friends, family members, extended family members, relatives, really singing from the same hymn book in terms of the kind of person that Olorato was. And, you know, it's quite interesting that right at the beginning they were quite clear about what today's occasion is about, despite everything that has been playing out in the media, where police investigations are concerned, what would have happened overnight, the identification of the suspects. But when they entered this hall today here in Bloemfontein, they were quite serious about what it is that they were here to do, and that was to remember the person behind the tragedy, Bravi, and describing her as a shining beacon of hope, a young woman who had dreams, who was traveling the world and was willing and open to exploring a number of things. Quite tragic that she now has lost her life, and saying that in fact they did not think that the manner in which she died would have been the one that she exits with. And what basically they're saying is that they're shattered, but they're grateful to have shared so many fond memories with her. I want to take a listen to what her sister had to say.
And one thing I love about Olorato is that she didn't dwell on failure. I remember that day she was so calm. And even though we didn't make it to the top, she had this persistent determination about her when it comes to goals that she wants to achieve in life. I drew so much inspiration from her. I marvel at her life, that she accomplished so many things. To Mama Poppy, thank you for allowing me to experience Olorato. We had a siblinghood that was flawed, but still so beautiful.
Palesa, they're describing a moment when there were little girls going for auditions, TV auditions, and talking about how she did not see not getting the role as a failure. Both of them did not get that role, and she says she was quite taken aback by how she did not really let that moment dim her lights. But they look at the past 30 years of her life and the things that she has been able to do in terms of education, work, traveling the world and exploring, really. And what they are saying is that it seemed in her life, being the only child, she did every single thing right up till the final moment, where she had spoken to her friends about where she was going, where she had shared, her location, where they would be able to track her and be able to pick up when something is not right. And indeed, that happened. But of course, the alleged murderers had other plans. But they reflect on what could have possibly been going through her mind at the time when her life was tragically cut short. Take a listen.
She has done everything right. She has lived a life of a 30-year-old girl. And where she is, I can just imagine. I'm not thinking what I used to think when this week started. My heart was sinking, thinking, Ona reng hana kopa thuso. Ona batla mang a hlahe nako mang. Ona tswile ha kae. I'm not saying that anymore. I'm saying thank you, baby. Thank you, dear child. You fought. And because of your fight, we are just near our solutions. And it will be not just to really thank the SAPS for what they have done and they will be doing And I know it shouldn't only be for Olu, but for everybody else and everything else.
While investigations continue, the family is still mourning Bravi, now leaving this hall this afternoon to go and prepare for her final farewell. They were telling friends and family members and relatives and other friends rather, that in fact they had to collect the body of the deceased yesterday, and it looks like the planning of the funeral is well underway, and those proceedings will happen this coming Sunday. The funeral service will happen here in Bloemfontein on Sunday, and the service will start at 8 a.m. and the procession will leave for the cemetery at 11 a.m. Bravi?
Linda Mnisi, live from Bloemfontein, where family and friends today paid tribute to Olorato Mongale.